All right, welcome back to the show, gentlemen. Welcome back. I am here back in the Batcave, back in the studio. We're going to do this show a little bit different. Today, I'm going to do build a figure, the Last Night on Earth Bane. And when I'm finished with it, I'm also going to put the Scarecrow on it. And for those of you that have asked me on the Instagram, why haven't I done a review of the character? There's already a lot of video, not of the character, forgive me. There's a lot of videos already about the other characters. You know, the Batman with the suit on, the crazy suit, the straight jacket. My apologies. You know, there's already a video on Omega. There's already a video on all the ones that came with this Build-A-Figure. So I just wanted to take a moment to actually build this figure with you on this video because I had a lot of concerns that I've seen, and I'm going to address the concerns real quickly. Some of the videos that I've seen of the building of this character have bothered me a little bit because McFarlane built this character and it looks identical to the comic or the omnibus or the book, whichever you want to call it. But my concern is that when you put the character together, it doesn't stay together unless you blow dry it. Now, I don't know, gentlemen. We all know how to use a blow dryer, but let's just think for a moment. If you had a YouTube channel and you had a younger audience, would you be concerned with them using a blow dryer? And that was my concern because although I have the warning label in the beginning of the video, my only issue that I have is that if you've got young guys, and I'm not saying my audience isn't intelligent enough to use a blow dryer, but if you've got minors, you may want to consider, is it safe for them to be using a blow dryer? Do they got to get their parents? And I don't know if McFarlane thought about this. We do this because we know what it takes to make the figure more articulated, make the figure, but a lot of people don't. And again, I just want to address this concern by doing this. Now, what's going to happen is that sometimes I'm going to put the microphone on mute if it results that I have to use a blow dryer while you see me blow drying real quickly. I'm not going to speed it up. I'll just try to blow dry, or I'll cut or jump cut, meaning I'll stop the video and then we'll get together once I'm back putting it all together. So at this point, I'm going to reach over now. I'm going to start grabbing some of the pieces to start putting it together to see what it looks like and what happens, okay? So here we go. I'm going to go ahead and reach over for the torso. Let's get the torso here. And here's the torso, here's the body. As you can see, let's go ahead and take the head. I've got the head here. Now I'm going to take this off camera and pop it in. And already I can tell that I'm already having issues with the head. Once I pop the head in, if you try to articulate it, it comes off. So that already is starting to bother me on this. So I'm going to put the head down, guys. I'm going to reach over to grab one of the arms and see if I can put it into place. As you guys can see here in the video, I'm going to go ahead and try to put this into place and see what happens. Okay, so I'm going to reach over off camera. And here I am. You can hear me trying to get that arm in. And let me try to move this peg towards the back of the arm, keep the arm straight, and see if I can pop that in. Okay, so boom. I got the arm in, I got the pop, that means it locked in, okay? So far we've got one thing in there. And as you guys can see, and again, I don't know if you want to call this a review or a build-in, but as you guys can see, I'm already getting the articulation from the arm. So I'm going to go ahead and reach over, grab the other arm from Bane. We're going to try to pop it in, so I'm going to take it off camera again. You guys can hear me struggling. I'm going to pop this sucker in. And again, if you're building it at the same time when you're watching the video, you do got to move the peg to make a straight arm. So right here we got the arms, no problem. You guys are with me? So, put the figure here. Let's go ahead and look at the fist. Whoops, the figure keeps falling down, but I'm gonna go ahead and take, these are the fist. We're looking at it together right now. We're gonna go ahead and pop them in. Now, here's where I heard some concerns. As you guys can see, I had some concerns with the head. I'm not getting it on there. It does sit on there, but when you try to move it, so I don't know if I have to heat up the head to make it better. But I'm gonna take this body now. I'm gonna try to pop in one fist. And guys, just as I suspected, the fists do not go in very well. You don't hear a pop, and guess what? Look how easily that comes out. So I'm not even gonna try the second one. We're gonna go ahead and try a leg. Take it off camera. And as you can see, guys, you can hear me struggling. I'm trying to get the leg in. The plastic material that's supposed to simulate the pants, right there. Now watch this. Look how easily that comes off. So at this point, it is true what I've been seeing in the videos. You're gonna have to blow dry some of the characters' parts to try to get it to work. So at this moment, I'm going to tell my viewers, I'm going to pause the mic to turn on the blow dryer, okay? All right, and I'm back, and I got the first fist in, but I'm going to be honest with you. For those of you, and I'm not speaking as a collector, I'm speaking as an animator, because that's what this channel is about. This is about the love of stop motion and filmmaking. And my whole reasoning why action figures need to have articulation is for my stop motion community, my stop motion brothers. McFarlane, I know that you cater to the collectors and the idiot scalpers out there that want to charge a lot of money for their action figures. But if you're thinking that you're going to animate this type of action figure, I've got to tell you, this is just, it's a horrible piece. As a statue, I'm sure it's going to look great. If you're into toy photography, like I've been getting into it, it's great. But if you're looking to animate this thing, you're going to be in a world of hurt. I got the first fist in. I don't want to touch it or move the wrist, because it does have a wrist hinge on it, because I feel like it's going to pop out of the socket. I'm waiting for it to cool off. So in the meantime, I'm going to hit break on the camera again, and I'm going to try to heat up. Well, first let me mute it to see how much struggle I'm having. If not, I'll hit break, so I'm not boring my viewers with this. But man, I can already tell you this is not a very good figure. Some of you are going to probably disagree with me. Some of you are going to come out to lynch me by my toes because I'm criticizing your favorite character or your favorite. But come on. For the money that we're spending, guys, we have to have some kind of criticism to the product, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and hit mute on the microphone, and I'm going to try the blow dryer again, okay? Okay, so I'm back. And as you can see in the video, I'm showing you that currently you can't do anything with this figure. As you can tell, again, you saw right now that the fist came off. I try to hinge it there. Look at it. You can see it there. So again, it's not a very good figure. I'm going to wait a few seconds. So I'm going to cut the video now. And I'm going to wait until maybe the plastic will cool off even more to see what happens. Okay, so I'm going to stop the video now. All right, guys, I'm back. And what I actually did was I completely heated up everything on him. Where you have the wrist and the peg that connects, I would tell you, if you get it soft enough, not too soft where you melt the plastic off, but soft enough to move, squeeze it in a little bit, let it try to get to where it's in a cooling point, and then you got to pressure in the wrist inside the arm. Honestly, guys, I wanted to do a review about articulation, but I'm not going to sit here and embarrass myself with this thing coming apart. Even though I don't have a problem with the bloopers, I don't edit them because I want it to be as real as it gets with this. But this is not an action figure. This is nothing to do with being a figure that you can pose to do your stop motion. It's going to give you a lot of headaches. It's going to give you... Overall, I love all McFarlane's, but I'm going to be honest with you. This is the worst figure in the line. This is more of a statue, a posable statue that you put the Scarecrow on. And to be honest with you, one of my favorite villains is Scarecrow. And this thing here, I know it's part of the story. This all looks great. It's got that whole mechanical arms, almost looks like Freddy. I wish he would have had a body. The fact that Scarecrow has now been reduced to a backpack in the back of Bane was not my cup of tea. Does it look cool? Yes, it does look cool in some aspects. Is it for me? It's not for me, guys. That's just my opinion. So I'm going to take the Scarecrow off his flight stand, and I'm going to put him in the back of Bane and just put him there for you so you guys can see. But again, I don't know if you're as disappointed as me. I'm very disappointed. Does it look cool on the shelf? Yes. I'm not a statue collector. I'm not into that. I like action figures that have articulation. I love articulations because I love to go into your YouTube channel. I like to see what you guys do with these guys. I like to see what you guys do with these videos and these action figures. So again, I'm going to take him now. I'm going to bring him forward and connect Scarecrow. Let me get him off his flight stand. And to connect Scarecrow, in his stomach, he has like a peg. As you can see, looks a little weird. And I'm going to go ahead and connect him to the peg that is in the back of Bane. I don't know if you guys can see that. There's a peg there in the back. See that there? That's where Scarecrow goes. We're going to go ahead and try to... So I'm going to, if you guys don't mind again, I'm going to pull him off camera and then bring him back on once I put him in the peg. Just one moment. And even then, trying to get Scarecrow into the peg is also a pain. Jesus, this design is just terrible. Terrible. So, give me a moment, guys. I'm going to turn off the camera. And I'm going to go ahead and try to connect them. Alright guys, here it is, and I guess this is going to be the last time I take a break on the video because honestly, I'm highly disappointed with this. Looks great. I mean, it looks terrifying. I like the aesthetics they gave Scarecrow in this video. I like everything they've done to it. I love the book. I love the story. Everything about it, honestly. But believe it or not, you've got people that if they're going to watch the video, they're probably going to give me a thumbs down because I'm criticizing their favorite character. I'm criticizing their favorite toy manufacturer. And you know what? I've got a right to criticize what I don't like, and I don't like this. And just like you, I'm a consumer just like you. Nobody's giving me these action figures. McFarlane isn't breaking down my door to tell me, hey, go ahead and review this. I'm not like the big channels. I'm the small dog. I'm the small fish in the pond, just wanting to do reviews, enjoying these action figures. But mainly, I'm trying to break into the stop motion community by learning. But at the same time, I want to enjoy with you guys the figures that I love. And I love McFarlane. And the reason I'm doing a lot of McFarlane's is very simple. The pricing is phenomenal. You're getting an action figure for a good price. Not a whole lot of articulations. You know, McFarlane isn't big, not articulation, on accessories. But at the end of the day, you're getting somewhat quality action figures instead of coughing up. For example, the Storm Collectibles Bane, I paid $120. Now, I don't know if they saw me coming and they ripped me off. But I'm going to tell you this. If you're planning to do a last night stop motion, don't use this Bane. It's terrible. As a filmmaker, you're going to get frustrated. I understand you want to be comic book accurate. But remember what I always teach you guys. You don't have to go by what the action figures do in the comics. You don't have to do what Hollywood tells you to do. Even Hollywood takes shortcuts on your favorite stories, and you guys don't complain when they screw up the origins of some of your characters. So if you're gonna do the last night stop motion, I would tell you to use double-sided tape to put the Scarecrow on his back and use the Storm Collectibles. A figure like that is as big as that, has a lot of more flexibility, is actually has a lot of articulation for the size of it. I love my Storm Collectibles Bane, worth the money. But if you're a young guy starting out, starting to collect, and if you're a collector, I'm not bashing on you. I'm just bashing at the at the crazy prices that some of the scalpers charge you to have. Some of the prices that these guys go in there, buy 7 or 8 of these action figures, then it's not available, and then they're selling to you. But if you're a young guy, you want to have it, by all means. Is it a good figure? In my opinion, again, it's my opinion, this is a terrible figure. Is it a good design? Absolutely not. Is it worth for filmmaking? Possibly the Scarecrow if you put him in the back of the Storm Collectibles. But is this Bane good? This Bane is horrible. And I get it, he's got that gray skin from the book, that zombie look that he has to it. As you can see, this is how it attaches. I'm not impressed. I will tell you that although I've put already the legs in, I heated them up, this one I can tell already wants to come off if I try to bend the knee. So again, look at that. It's already coming apart. This one stayed on really good. But you know what? I'm not going to sit there all afternoon with a blow dryer trying to get this leg. Even though I'm not going to use this Bane for nothing, I'm just going to have him sitting up there in the shelf with this Scarecrow. Again, highly disappointed that the Scarecrow has been reduced to a backpack in this story. So anyways, guys, tell me what you think about the action figure. Tell me what you think about this. If the story, if you like it, tell me if you like this action figure. Leave the comments, subscribe, like, notify, and we'll definitely catch up on the next one. So I'm out.